special Memorial Day edition. Normally I try to upload a video on Fridays, but since Memorial Day is this Monday, I'm gonna be reviewing these Goose Island beers variety pack from Chicago, Illinois. I got Paper Umbrella IPA, Coast IPA, and Dank Detector. Well, that one just sounds delicious. Can't wait to try that one. So, let's go with the first one here, which is Paper Umbrella. It says it's a tropical IPA. Got 4.5% ABV, 38 IBUs. It's a light, has a very pleasant citrus aroma. I can see why they call it a tropical IPA. Actually smells a lot of pineapple. It's yeah, that tastes like beer and pineapple juice mixed together. Not a bad flavor at all. Kind of there's no sweetness to it, so when it says, it's got tropical fruit notes, they're not sweet. It's not an overly sweet beer. Some of these, it says coconutty, pineapple-y, hoppy paradise. Let's see, I didn't get any coconut. No coconut. It says it's coconutty, pineapple-y. It's definitely pineapple-y. It's delicious. Some of those citrusy flavored beers can be too sweet. This is actually good. It's not tart. It's not sour. Definitely pineapple. Pineapple-y beer. So I like it. It's a little low in the alcohol for me. I like them to be up close to 7% or higher. It's a little low, but it's good and it's refreshing. Okay, this next one is Goose Island Beer Company IPA. It's their signature IPA. This one is 5.9% alcohol by volume with 55 IBUs. And this one coming out of the can it's got a darker color. It's not dark by any means, it's just darker than the first one. It's got more of a honey color. And the head is not white. It's more of a beige color. This one says hoppy, grapefruity, refreshing. Definitely smell the grapefruit. Once again, I'm pleasantly surprised with all of these IPAs I've been testing, because I was never an IPA guy. I was a light beer guy forever, until I started brewing my own beers at home, which I explained in a previous video. And that's kind of what turned me on to the darker beers. And every time I would try an IPA, it just had that hoppiness that I don't really care for, or I didn't care for, because I must say I'm starting to care for them now, because these last several reviews I've done that have had IPAs, there's not been one that I didn't like. Yeah, I was the guy who was always hanging out by the pool with a dark beer in the summertime, and everybody's like, what are you doing? That's a wintertime beer. I get that. I won't be that guy this year. When it finally warms up enough to start swimming, I want to be the guy like everybody else having an IPA by the pool. Yep. 2 thumbs up from me so far. Okay, number 3 out of the Goose Island Variety Pack is called Coast IPA. This one's 7% alcohol, so this is the highest one so far out of the pack. 40 IBUs. Let's see what this one says. Tropical juicy hops. Once again, I get a pineapple-y smell. It's light, but it's what I like about it. It's light, but it doesn't have the white head. It's got a cream-colored, not quite beige. It's not that dark, but it's not white. Most of the really light beers have a pure white head. This one doesn't. So hopefully this is packed with flavor. I get a little orange peel aftertaste. I'm not getting any beer flavor out of this. This is more like a carbonated fruit juice that's not sweet. I mean, it has a very subtle sweetness, but I don't get any beer flavor at all. It's unusual. It's not a bad flavor. It's just not a beer flavor. The prominent flavor that I say I get off of that is after you swallow, you get that orange peel flavor, and it's got a tad bit bitterness to it, but it's not an overwhelming bitterness, so it's not enjoyable. It's definitely, like I say, hot, hanging out by the pool, hanging out at the lake, hanging out at the ocean, wherever you're at. That's going to do the trick right there. Okay, before I do the last one, I'd just like to tell everybody, hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. Hope you're safe. As a United States Marine, I really cherish these holidays. And I hope you don't forget the reason why we're celebrating Memorial Day. Because those that paid the ultimate price, they deserve some recognition for what they gave up for us. This last one is called Dank Detector. And the name kind of scares me a little bit. But I checked their website, and the Dank Detector is only available in the Goose Island Variety Pack. You can't go buy a 6-pack of this, apparently. It says it's exclusive in the IPA Variety Pack. So if you do want to try this, you're going to have to buy the Variety Pack, which so far, it's not a bad thing. None of these are bad. Very good summertime beers. Definitely very good summertime. This says it's a little bit classic and a little bit new. I love these cans. These cans all have silver tops, but they got black tabs. I think it looks cool, but I'm easily entertained. Dank Detector. Just says IPA. It's 6.5% alcohol by volume and 41 IBUs. It's got a nice color. Nice color. Once again, it smells a little pine, not pineapple, but pine. Definitely a citrusy, there's a citrusy smell there. Another delicious IPA. I'm glad I started doing these reviews because I would not have tried IPAs had I not started doing these reviews, because I went from one end of the spectrum to the other. I went from the light beers to the dark beer, and I skipped everything in the middle. And when I started doing this channel to review beers, I said I would try everything. IPAs were the thing I was dreading the most because I just knew I didn't like them. But once again, I was wrong. I would buy this again. Goose Island makes some great tasting beers. Not just the IPAs, but other beers in general that I've tried have been very good. Yeah. I think I'm going to spend my summer drinking IPAs. Luckily for doing this channel and trying to do a video every Friday, and sometimes special occasions I'll do them a couple a week, but I think the IPAs are going to be my go-to for the hanging out by the pool this year. Definitely for good. If I had to pick a favorite out of these, this Dank Detector. Not real sure what dank means, but what I thought it meant, dank wasn't a good thing. If this is a Dank Detector, well, that tastes pretty good to me. Yeah. This is the one I would probably buy last out of the pack, only because there's no hint of beer flavor whatsoever. This is the next Coast IPA. To me, it just tastes like a very mildly, and I mean very, very mildly, because there's only a hint of sweetness in it. It just tastes like a carbonated natural fruit juice, not orange juice that's had sugar added to it. I mean, it's just a fruit juice, natural. Not like a grapefruit juice that can be bitter, but along those lines. It's at the unsweet spectrum of citrus fruit flavor is what it is. Whereas the signature Goose Island IPA, it's got a you can still taste beer as well as the other flavors that are in it. You can taste the citrusy notes, and it's a good mix. And the Paper Umbrella, wow, I don't know how they came up with that name for Paper Umbrella, but it's lighter. It's got a little bit of a cloud to it. But to me, that tastes like it's a lighter beer with flavor. I say a lot of regular, the gas station beer, light beers, I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just, now that my taste has matured, there's really very little flavor in the gas station light beers. These are something that a light beer drinker could drink and actually enjoy, because they don't have an overwhelming beer flavor. They're not strong. The next Coast IPA, which was actually the one that had the least beer flavor, had the highest alcohol content at 7% alcohol by volume. It might sneak up on you at 7% and tasting like no beer. It's more like just a unsweet citrus drink. It's carbonated. It might sneak up on you at 7% alcohol. You can get drunk without the beer flavor. Like I said, they're all tasty. They're all worthy of a thumbs up from me today. If I had to buy one though, I think I would stick with the Dank Detector. They got me on this one because, like I said, the only way you can get Dank Detector is exclusively in the IPA Variety Pack from Goose Island Brewery. So, luckily there's 3 of each in the pack. So, I've got several more of these to enjoy. So, once again, hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. Remember, have one for those who made this all possible. Until next time.